Hi, my name is Jessica Marie, and I am an early childhood education CTE teacher at Mackenzie High School. And today I am presenting to you about my view of how to make education more equitable in CTE classes at our school. Diversity is an aspect of life that people are starting to recognize more as an area we need to address. There's many aspects of diversity, and it's important to make education equitable for all students. My reflection of diversity in the first class that I am teaching as a new CTE teacher, I only teach one class this year, but I feel like it's a pretty diverse group, especially considering how small the school is and the rural community does not have much diversity in ethnicity, but there's as much diversity as there could be, I think, in my class. There's a pretty equal amount of students um, with gender, age, freshman through senior, socioeconomic status, disability/ability. Um, so the areas that there is diversity in my community um, are all reflected equally in my class. But my perception of the students that are underserved are students with different abilities, which include students with diagnosed disabilities and talented and gifted students. Students with disabilities, I feel, are not always challenged enough, that standards are maybe even being lowered for them. But they need equal opportunity to grow, learn, and be successful, and have the same ability to do so. And then talented and gifted students, I don't think are being identified in this school. Um, and they also need an individualized plan in order to meet their needs and to be challenged to grow. Students receiving special education services need assistance to ensure their education is equitable and need and should be given equal opportunity to succeed and take classes that interest and challenge them at their level. I have 4 suggestions on how we can address this. 1, tag students should be identified to receive special education services with an individualized plan. 2, IEPs and special education plans should automatically be given to all teachers, including CTE teachers. I was not given any information about my 2 students who are receiving special education services, and that should have just been automatically given to me, even though I only teach one class. I feel that CTE teachers should be informed and collaborated with about academic standards that apply to their coursework in order to assist struggling students. If you click on the link, you will find in the secondary CTE traffic light report that academic areas are not being sufficiently met in students who are taking CTE courses. And I feel in my class alone, there's a lot of writing and reading, and I could be collaborating with a language arts teacher to help students um, learn more and better themselves in writing and reading strategies. I think that more CTE pathways should be offered to allow all students to have the opportunity to explore topics that interest them. I believe when students are interested in what they're learning, that it makes their learning more meaningful and will help them be more successful, especially with academic concepts. There are struggles in this community to obtain resources especially because of the tragic fire that hit a couple years ago in 2000. And I know it's difficult to obtain more staff to, for example, implement more CTE coursework. So I know that these are challenges, and I also know that I may not know of all the protocols and maybe even informal things, ways of implementing education that are maybe being happening already. So I understand these aspects, but I appreciate you taking the time to hear my ideas. Thank you.